So let's go ahead and get started with the eyes. I'm going to actually go ahead and use the Blue Moon by Colourpop for this look. I'm going to use the Colourpop E15 brush. As you can tell, it's a lot like a light, fluffy brush. It's pretty, like, it's not stiff or anything. Now I'm gonna start putting that into my crease. It's gonna serve as our transition color. The tip that I actually learned in beauty school or in my makeup school is that the farther back you hold your brush, the lighter that your strokes are gonna be and that your hand is gonna be. So if I hold my brush really close, my hand's gonna be heavier. So if you want it to be able to like blend nicely, you gotta hold your brush further back. Okay, so as you can tell, my eyes are both blended out. So now I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade, and I'm still gonna be using the same brush just because it's not gonna be significantly darker. Go ahead and start on the outer corner of my crease and like work my way in, just doing smaller strokes than I was doing before and not taking it as high as I took the first color. So that's really important, because if you take it the exact same height as the first shade that you put down, it's just gonna end up being like this muddy mess. So you gotta be really careful. Okay, so now we're gonna move on and add a darker shade into the outer corner of our eye and also deeper into the crease. And I'm gonna be using the Colourpop brush in E16. It's a little bit smaller, as you can tell, and it's also a little bit tighter and not as fluffy as the first brush that I used. And then remember to tap off the excess off your brush. So now we're gonna go ahead and go into the outer corner of our eye and lightly just kind of like blend it in. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade Cool 8.5. So it looks like this. And then I'm also going to be taking a brush that's kind of flat and pretty sturdy. Like, I don't want it to move that much when I'm doing this because we want a very clean line. So I'm going to be taking the Colourpop E18 brush, and it looks like this. And then you just want to kind of like take your brush and blend out your concealer, which is the darkest shade that we used from the palette, and then we're going to start blending out the outer corner again. So since I did wash it out a little bit with the concealer, I'm going to go ahead and put that color back in. And I just kind of tap it into this corner. And I'm just keeping my brush strokes like super small. So now we're going to take our fluffy brush again and go into the lightest shade that we used and just kind of use that to blend out the darker corner of our eye. I'm going to be using the MAC 239 brush, and it's pretty small. The bristles are really tight. It doesn't really move that much. I'm going to go with the loop, and I'm going to use this to go into my inner corner. Okay, so as you can tell, I kind of just put it on the inner corner of my eye. I didn't drag it out all the way, and that's because I want to go in with another sparkly shade so that we kind of create this ombre effect when we turn our eyes and our face and stuff. Right here. So as you can tell, I kind of have this like area where it's a little bit open. Well, I'm just going to start putting this shade in. Okay, so I put on my eyelashes, and I also went ahead and cleaned up a little bit underneath my eye with a makeup wipe, just for anything that might have fallen off while I was blending. Alright guys, and this is the completed look. As you can tell, we went with a really dramatic eye and then kept the lip kind of neutral just so that it evened out your face. I prefer not doing dark and dark because I feel like sometimes that can look like a little bit much. But I really hope that you found this video useful, and if you decide to recreate this look, go ahead and tag me. Like, I want to see what you guys come up with. And let me know down in the comments if you have any other tutorials that you would like to see or any other kind of video. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below.